Hola amigos, hola amigas, welcome, bienvenido, croeso y salam, welcome to the channel, y'all. Chashak Shimash, good day and ni ho! I am back with more scrap. Yes, I've been raiding my crazy midnight purchases that I made a number of years ago on all this audio stuff. And I'm like, right, I'm going to get it done now. I've got my lovely yellow mat, as you can see. This one is for best. The blue one is for soldering. So this we have here is the Sony Cassette-Corder TCM-919. This was made in the mid-90s and it is a desktop recorder, so it probably would have been used a lot for dictation in offices or things like that. Possibly, I wouldn't say this is a music player because it only has one speaker on there. It has a built-in microphone. It's got full auto shut off, and we've got the record and play, review and rewind, forward and cue, stop eject, and the pause button. Nothing on that side, nothing on the back. This side here we have the DC in 6 volts. The front we have the volume control. We have a microphone input and a plug-in power, whatever that is. But wouldn't that be that? Who knows? Underneath, Sony model number TCM-919. There we go. Made in China, Sony Corporation. Little arrows there pointing to where screws have to be removed to operate it, to change stuff or clean it. It's filthy, I give that. I didn't pay much for it. It didn't come with a box or anything. These must have been really popular because there are still a number of these on eBay in boxes, in their original boxes, ranging from £200, I saw one, all the way down to like 16. So the first thing we need to do, because it is filthy, is to give it a clean. So that has definitely improved the look of it. It definitely feels a lot cleaner as well, thankfully. Now, to power it up, I do have 4 batteries here, which I did try in it, and a cassette. And it was rewinding and fast forwarding, but not playing. So I don't know if we have an issue with the belt or whether it was the batteries. So I've not used it yet. I bought this little power supply. So let me get this opened. Well, none of them fitted, so that was no good. Okay, so I found a power supply that does fit it. Let's pop in a cassette. That definitely sounds like there is an issue with the belts, which doesn't surprise me considering how old it is. So I think we're going to have to do a slight little operation on this. Alright, let's take a look at the underneath. Screw, screw, screw. And under the battery compartment, there's another 2 screws. These are all Phillips. I've got a couple of screwdrivers here to see which one fits better. Okay. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's just Zach dreaming. I got Zach and Millie with me. The other screws. Okay, let's take them out. Yep, they're all of the same size. Now let's see how this comes off. Okay. And there's the speaker, buttons. Where did that screw go? There was a screw that fell off, remember? Now, where did it go? Because I can't even hear it rattling. Okay, that's the connector there for the microphone. That's there for the... Oh, there it is. It got stuck to the magnet of the speaker. There we go. So, belts-wise, I can see just one. Is that it? Just one belt? Wow. And it is very, very elasticated. So that belt goes around the tape counter. So that's the belt for the tape counter. Where? Now, I don't know if you can see, but there are 3 capacitors that look as if they've leaked. Especially, oh come on, especially that one. Are these belts just driven? I can see a motor there. Ah, no, hang on. No, I can see belts underneath. I can see belts. See, there's a belt there. So it looks like I have to take off these screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like there's 4 screws there that I have to get to this belt underneath here. Nothing like a challenge, especially when I've never done anything like this before. So this is the belt for the tape counter, so I'm gonna just take that off and leave it to one side. Let me undo these screws. Three, 4. Is that a clip holding it? Yes. How am I going to get this to flip upside down? Okay. Right, okay, there we go. Now this one looks like, see, it's taking its time to go back into shape. Yeah, look at them. See how they just flop around. So this belt goes around there. And then this belt goes around underneath. So there we go, culprit belts. Dun dun dun. Now, let's go through my belt bags. Where did I put my belts? Let's find some belts. Some belts that fit. Right. Let's just move that to one side. Let's get at the belt. That looks like that fits that. That looks a little small. Yep, I think we have found two belts. We are doing good with the belts today, good with the belts. Those are the bad ones. Let's move this back into view. Balance you up against the battery. Okay, now. Dun dun dun. Let's put the smaller one on first and hope I get where it needs to go on the first go. That's still a little bit loose. Now this one seems fine. This belt going across there. That seems fine. This one does seem a little bit saggy. See? So we'll keep you. And we'll see if we can find a tighter U. Let's go back to the bag. I don't want it too tight because that does cause wow and flutter. But that does seem to fit better. Let's put this one back on. That's now right. I'm not really going to be able to tell until it's back together. So Right. That is just stretched like spaghetti around the tape counter. I can't remember which was which now. Yeah, that's definitely the good one. They just like they stretch. Take ages to get back into shape. Let's see if this one. I think that's a bit too tight. And hope for the best. Now I know why these wires now were glued in there to stop it from touching that belt. I'm gonna try that and see anyway. That's a rubbish belt. Let's put the belts away. Now let's close this up, he says. Because I have got to get these piano wires in correct, or if they don't, they will break. And they need to be put upright, I think. Yes, they do. Can see here, fit inside them, so they have to fit inside them perfectly to be able to push them in and out. Never mind anything else. Ah, they're all in bar one. Grrr, you pause button. Yay! Oh my gosh. Now, before I make sure all the buttons work, yes, let's put in the power. Let's try. Counter's working. Rewind's working, but senses there's nothing in there. If I press play, pause. Yay, I think we have got working. Let's stick in a cassette. And try. Where's the volume? Yay! Doesn't sound very good. Fast forward. Tape counter's working as well, look at that. I can't detect any wow or flutter as well, so I was a bit worried. Okay, let's rewind. Let's eject. Let's try the other side. Yes. Doesn't have auto stop though when you press rewind. Maybe it only does it when it's on play. Right, let's get the screws back into it. Okay, so as we've got the thing working, let's try the headphone jack out into my speaker on auxiliary. Let's pop in a cassette and let's press play. Oh. Okay, so its output of sound is really good, but the speaker in it is just a mono speaker. Now there is a bit of hissy crackle on that, so let me get my contact cleaner. It's better. Right, okay, so there's one thing left that we need to test, and that's recording. Let's give it a go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, testing the Sony full auto shut off cassette recorder. Play. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Testing the Sony full auto shut off cassette recorder. I won't be doing that again. I used to do that as a kid, and I bet many of you used to as well. Record my own voice. I did like a cassette diary. Don't ask. But there we go. That is really not bad at all. The next thing I have to do now is give the inside a bit of a clean because it's a bit manky. So I'm going to get my alcohol. And I'm going to give the inside of this a nice bit of a clean, but I'm going to do that and fast forward. Okay, so I got some other tapes here. I've got a metal tape. I doubt very much if it'll play this, to be honest. No, thought it wouldn't. Now, you're not going to be able to hear this, but I'm going to try a Now 11. Now, when I was playing that, it sounded awful through the speaker, obviously, but it did sound really good as a cassette player. So these are old cassettes. This one is a modern cassette. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So I'm gonna rewind this. Again, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to listen to it. That sounded really good, really good through the speaker. I'm going to try it now through my really nice headphones. Oh, let's have a go of them. Sony to Sony. Let's have a little listen. Oh, it's only mono output. So it is actually only a mono output as well. Okay, never mind. But I'm really glad that we've got it back up and running with just a couple of belts. That's done really well. I was really worried about the counter belt. Now I wonder, let me put those batteries back in, because I was unsure at the very beginning when I first had a look at it if it was the batteries that were causing issues because they weren't charged up enough. So I will try it. Yeah, the batteries are a bit low, but it is working. It wasn't working before, so it was definitely the belts. And I will get them charged up. Right, let me finish off the video. So there we go, my little amigas. We have done it. I'd like to say a great big thank you to people like 8-Bit Guy, like Techmoan, My Mate Vince. Oh gosh, there are so many channels that that I watch, and you guys have given me the confidence to be able to go, ooh, let's try a belt, let's open it up, let's see if we can fix it, let's see if we can get it back working. So it's that kind of sort of like confidence that these channels have given me to get these things fixed. So they've been hanging around for quite a long time, but I'm glad that I didn't attempt them before, because I wouldn't have even attempted to try to do it. I did try it on a previous video with a little Walkman, and ended up stabbing myself in the finger with it. So far, touch wood, touch silicone, that hasn't happened yet. Anyway, I'm waffling again. Great big thanks to you guys. I know that many of you do enjoy me faffing around with stuff like this, seeing some old tech and old stuff, and I really appreciate all your support. So go check out the channel. I've got a gazillion playlists, everything from washing machines, vacuum cleaners, unboxings, kabooms, kabams, gadgets, and everything else. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.